gentlemen, let's hear it for Pulaski Academy's upper school band, the Bruin Brigade. The band is led across the field by junior drum major Annika Menzik and the Pulaski Academy drumline, PA Pulse. PA Pulse is directed by senior section leader Sid Yu. One more big round of applause for PA Pulse and the Bruin Brigade.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Pulaski Academy for tonight's game between the Pulaski Academy Bruins and the Watson Chapel Wildcats. We have a fantastic game, but before we get to that, we have a night full of ceremonies and entertainment. To start off with, we will soon have last year's championship soccer team. The girls from the Pulaski Academy last year won the state championship, so they will be out on the field in just moments to receive their championship rings for such a fantastic athletic achievement. So we're going to sit back for just a few moments, and we'll get things started with as far as the football game goes in just a few minutes. So stay with us.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Rector Field at Joe B. Hatcher Stadium for this evening's conference matchup between the visiting Watson Chapel Wildcats and your home team, Pulaski Academy Bruins. We will welcome our guests from Jefferson County. For your convenience, restrooms and concessions are located directly behind the press box on the home side of the field. Ladies and gentlemen, this evening we want to recognize the 2021 Girls State Champion Soccer Team. The girls are led out by Coach Chris Owen. In May, the girls defeated Harrison by a score of 4-0 to capture their 7th Girls State soccer title in school history. The Lady Bruins finished the season with a 19-0-2 record. Earlier tonight, the team received their championship rings. Let's see them, girls. During a reception held in the Student Commons. Congratulations, girls. Bruin fans, let's show our appreciation for the 2021 girls soccer team.
Good evening once again, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Rector Field at Joe B. Hatcher Stadium here at Pulaski Academy. As I said before, I'm Joshua Carroll. Tonight I will be joined by Blake Amsler, former Bruin and former Bruin coach. He's down there talking with the coaches right now. But in the meantime, we've got about 15 minutes before this one gets kicked off. You just saw last year's soccer team who received their championship rings. So before the game, let's go over to the KATV Weather Studios. And I think we have Todd Jacobian, our chief meteorologist, standing by. He's our chief meteorologist. But so let's go over there. Todd, tell us what we can expect on the weather forecast tonight.
From the Channel 7 Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Todd Jacobian with a great forecast for this evening. We will have a few high clouds drifting through, but it will be mostly clear and dry. Temperatures very comfortable to start the game, around 75 degrees. 8 o'clock temperature 71, and then 69 degrees at 9 o'clock, 67 degrees at 10 o'clock, staying dry and cool. Back to you, Josh.
Thank you very much, Todd. Always good to have you with us. So just as we expected, what a beautiful night for some football. Like he said, it's right at 74 degrees right now, and it's just going to be a really nice night. Now, for those who have been looking at the Watson Chapel Wildcats record online prior to tonight's game, let me tell you something. Do not be fooled by their record. This team right now is winless, but that does not mean a whole hill of beans right now, because they have played against some very, very tough opponents this year. this is going to be this is going to be probably one of the biggest teams against that the Bruins will face in conference this year, and there's a very good chance we'll see them in the playoffs. So looking forward to that. So before we go any further, let me thank one of our big sponsors, that is Akel's Carpet One. At Akel's Carpet One, they can get it for you at wholesale. That's not just a slogan at Akel's Carpet One. It's their real money-saving story. You can get the lowest prices on carpets, floors, and real wood cabinets. They have nationwide buying power, low overhead, and local ownership that make all of this possible. Now, don't shop at the home centers or online when you can shop local and get the best wholesale prices. At Akel's Carpet One, we make it beautiful for less. AkelsCarpet1.com. And as promised, I'm joined here in the – I have to look at my cheat sheet for a second. I'm joined here in the Ron Jones RE/MAX Affiliates Realty Studio by Blake Amsler, former Bruin and former Bruin coach. Welcome, Coach.
Thank you. It's glad to be back.
Good to have you.
Once again,
That's
good
awesome.
evening and welcome to Rector Field at
A little
Joe
closer
B.
for you.
Yeah.
How's that sound?
Bring it in. Yeah.
Nice. Sorry I was a little late. I guess I didn't realize you were
You're
kicking
used
off.
to kick off at 7, aren't you?
Yeah, that's
You're like
true.
11
Yeah.
minutes. I don't have anything to
Yeah.
do, right?
Hang out.
We've still got PA in the. Okay. All right, let's go to the public address for the invocation.
And for this opportunity for our two schools to come together as one community. We ask that you be with each and every one of us this evening, but especially with the young athletes that will compete tonight. We ask that you keep them safe from injury and allow them to compete with a true spirit of sportsmanship, honor, and integrity. We pray that as we all leave here tonight, that our actions and our words have been acceptable in your sight. Amen.
Please remain standing as PA senior Parker Fuller honors our country with the singing of our national anthem, the Star Spangled Banner.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, what so proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming. And the rockets regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Miss
All right. Now the bands are going to play their alma maters, but we can go ahead and talk a little bit before we get started on this one. As I was just saying before you walked in, Coach, that, looking at this team's record this year, I don't think that's a true reflection of the capability of the Charging Wildcat, or excuse me, not the Charging Wildcats, are they? They're
Regular
They're
Wildcats.
the regular
Yeah.
Wildcats, right? They're not north of the river. But the point there is, I think they were 0-2, I think, this year,
Yeah.
but they have played two very good teams, And so I think that they're definitely going to give us a good game tonight.
Yeah, they definitely have the athletes to kick in at any point. They obviously, people like that they can struggle. They can struggle early on in the year to whether it be turnovers. I didn't look at the exact stats, but they can start out with turnovers or whatever that get them in really bad spots at the beginning of the year. But then, all it takes is a couple of huge plays that their athletes make, and their whole sideline changes and they're completely energized to play the whole game. You play hard.
Absolutely. So, I'm sure you watched the game from Lipscomb Academy in Nashville. That was a tough one to watch, and I think I don't know of another game when Pulaski Academy was mercy ruled. So that was tough to watch. So, what were some things that if you were coaching tonight's game that you would hope to see an improvement on the Bruin side of the ball?
Well, obviously it comes down to execution, and the props to Lipscomb. They were very well coached. They were very well coached. They obviously had a lot of great players, but I still thought that we had enough talent to win. So our kids knew they could win, but they didn't execute on that, and that led to a bad defeat. So if I'm a coach coming out, I'm expecting a very energized group. There's no way you can come out after 2 weeks off, a week off, and come back and not be energized and just fired up to come out really, really strong.
Right. Yeah. So looking back at Watson Chapel's schedule, the first game that they played was at home against Camden Fairview.
Who's very good.
They're crazy good. Yeah. So they lost that one 60-24.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Camden's got some D1 talent. I think they have a D lineman maybe that had offers from Arkansas and a couple other maybe SEC schools. I'm not 100% sure on that.
And their second game of the season was at Pine Bluff. Another fantastic team lost that one 46-28.
Yeah, and Pine Bluff's a gigantic 6A school that has plenty of talent all over the place, and they've kind of had their ups and downs, but I think they had a recent coaching change probably 2 years ago that really got Pine Bluff moving in the right direction. That's kind of an in-town rivalry that was probably a pretty good game. Honestly, Watson Chapel playing them that close was probably a win for them.
Sure.
A little bit.
No doubt. And, looking at their roster size, too, I mean, I didn't actually count these up, but they don't have a very deep bench.
No, I was kind of surprised at that, too, when you sent it to me. It's not the deepest roster that I was expecting. So who knows? It could be a multitude of things. But I do know that the Coach Dutton's been there for quite a while now, and it's turned into a pretty decent program.
Okay, so we realize we have a little bit of a technical issue going on right now. We are going to change our internet connection midstream right now. So if you see a little bit of a lag, a little buffering going on, it should be okay. If not, just check our channel here in just a moment or two, and it will be okay. So stay with us. We'll be right back.
Tonight's football delivery is sponsored by Rise Counseling and Diagnostics. Rise Counseling and Diagnostics offers psychological and behavioral health services to children, teens, and families. They test for learning disabilities, ADHD, and autism spectrum disorder. RISE also offers outpatient community-based group, family, and individual counseling and therapy services. The RISE treatment team provides comprehensive services to clients and their families and ensures they are receiving the support needed to succeed. For more information, visit their website at riseforfamilies.com.
All right. If you stuck with us, we're back. And between all of the technical issues, did you happen to see who won the toss?
We are going to receive.
All right, thank you.
I believe.
I tell you, it's always something fun.
I honestly wasn't looking completely. Actually, it looks like we're going to kick.
I think we're good for now. We're going to not look a gift horse in the mouth. Yeah, it looks like PA is going to
We're kicking.
kick this one away. So here's Von Seelig. He's going to come out and kick this one off to the Wildcats. Looking forward to this one. Once again, if you're just joining us in time for kickoff, tonight I'm joined by special guest color commentator Blake Amsler, former Bruin and former Bruin coach. Great to have you back.
Yep, it's awesome to be back. Look, keep your eye down here at the bottom of the screen for number 4, Charlie Barker, and John Mark Charette, number 25, to see if they can keep this ball in the field of play.
Here's Von Seelig. He kicks it end over end, takes a nice high bounce, and the Bruins have this one to start
Charlie
the game.
Barker. Charlie Barker.
Well done, Charlie.
Great kick by Vaughn. Nice high. I think it was the third hop hit, and it went
That was perfect. Perfect onside kick. So the Bruins will have the ball on the Wildcats' 46-yard line. That's our very first Holloman and Associates first down of the game.
Were we mentioning something about starting off strong? I
Right?
forgot.
Yeah. You just said that, didn't you?
That's how you start a football game.
All right, here's Charlie Pfizer in the backfield. Big switch between the receivers. Now he has 3 receivers on the left side, 1 to the right. He has 1 man in the backfield. Oh, that's Hyman in motion. There's the snap. Passes going to the left side to Joe Hyman. He's across the 45 and is forced out of bounds at the 43-yard line for a second down.
Yep, nice simple play to start off. Nice quick hitch route to Joe.
He was shoved out of bounds by Greg Gable of the Wildcats. He's a 11th grader from Watson Chapel. Here's the next one. 2 receivers on the left side, 2 to the right. That one gets a handoff to Joe Hyman, but he is brought down quickly in the backfield by Lamar Jefferson.
Yeah, I think that was the nose tackle that got through really, really fast. Normally you don't think of the nose tackle going to be able to keep up with the running back on an outside run, but he did a decent job cutting him off before Joe got started.
So that puts him almost back at the original line of scrimmage. A couple of yards lost there. So it's 3rd and 8. And they're going to throw a flag prior to the snap here. Let's go down to the field. Let's hear the call.
Before the snap, encroachment, number 4 of the defense. It's a 5-yard penalty. Remains 3rd down.
Well, if we learned anything in the last couple of weeks, you have got to watch those penalties because PA is going to take advantage of every chance they get. That's our first PI roofing penalty flag of the game.
3rd down, 3rd and 6 coming up.
Pfizer has what looks like 3 receivers on the left, 2 to the right. There's the snap. He's looking to the right side. A little bit of pressure. The pass is out there, and that's complete to John Mark Charette.
Oh, they're calling it incomplete.
What?
I guess it hit the ground. Looked good from here.
I didn't see that, but okay. Christina disagrees as well.
She should have a little better angle than us.
Yeah. All right, now everyone's pulled in tight. 3 receivers tight on the left, 1 to the right. Hyman in the backfield. He has the snap, looking to the left side. There's the pass. He's going deep this time, and he finds John Mark Charette, who marches it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins.
Boom. Beautiful play. Nice rollout to the left. Great protection up front. Had plenty of time. Charlie stepped into it and lofted it over the whole secondary.
You've got 11 minutes and 4 seconds left in the first quarter. The Bruins strike hard, strike fast.
4-play strike right there. That's the way to start after a bad loss. Get right back in groove.
And the extra point attempt is good.
Yep. Right up the middle. Great start by the offense. Nice.
We did add one more member to the PA Live crew between this game and our last home game, and that is Brooklyn. Golly gee, how many times am I going to say it, Berkeley? I am so sorry. I'm going to buy you a cake that says Berkeley all over it. I think I've called her Brooklyn a couple of times already. Berkeley Courtney Moore, who is our sideline reporter for the rest of the year, or at least until she gets tired of me calling her sister's name. One or the other. Sorry about that, Berkeley. They look so much alike, and they're both, sweet kids, and I don't know. Speaking of whom, let's go down to the sideline. Berkeley, what'd you see down there? She's our broadcast producer. Yeah. I can't hear you unless you push the button. Okay. Well, she thinks we're on. All right. It looks like we are on. Fantastic.
Stream is healthy.
Oh, my goodness gracious, y'all. You have no idea the struggles we're having in the press box. But unfortunately, fortunately enough, the Bruins are not experiencing the same difficulties on the field, already having scored while we were away. I don't know who was away. The internet was away. I said something a moment ago. There's something weird about the IT in the press box. It hadn't quite worked right in the last 8 months or so. Do you have any idea why?
No, don't say that.
I'm just kidding. I know. We miss you, Blake.
Well, I think all that the fans missed is just a normal, everyday 50-yard run from Joe Hyman. So there's, nothing to miss there.
Just imagine a blur of Joe for 50 yards, and that's what you missed. Here's the Wildcats. Hands off to number 4. The flag comes in from the left side of the field. He's finally brought down by.
He's still fighting.
Looks like number 9 had him there. That was Hunt Harrison and Reed Terry. That was Robert Brown with the carry. Let's go down to the field.
Not sure what this is going to be.
I have no clue. They're talking about it.
Yeah.
What are they talking about?
Yeah, here we go.
Here he comes.
Personal foul. Grasping the face mask. Number 21. It's a 15-yard penalty. First down.
Dang it.
Back to Poor. Well, stick with us, folks. This might come in and out, but we're for some reason, we are having serious issues. The device that we normally use for broadcast has no internet connection, so we've tried 2 other alternative internet connections, and it keeps bouncing back and forth, but we're going to try and keep this up as much as we can so you can see the game. But in the meantime, here are the Wildcats' second down. They have 12 yards to go. 7 minutes, 21 seconds and counting left in the first quarter. The Bruins lead 14-0. There's the snap. And he tries to sneak that one right up the middle, and it went nowhere.
Yeah, who was that on the backside? Hunt again. I think that was number 9, Hunt Harrison.
Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of did a little sweep read action where they were faking to the tailback on a sweep, and the quarterback kept it up the middle. Quick shout out. I heard from earlier in the night that Hunt's grandfather was in the hospital actually. So shout out to him. He's watching up in Jonesboro. So hopefully we get a shout out to him. Five wide for the Wildcats. Bruins should bring pressure here. Here it comes.
There's the snap. He rolls out to the right side. Lots of pressure. He sends that one out, and it is caught. That one is received by Torrin Jackson, and that's enough to move the chains for a first down.
Yep. Patton Wicker there on the stop. Young sophomore safety brought him down. A little too much separation there, so he got the nice catch. But
Yeah, that's a trademark Fuda Shinkawa shoestring tackle.
Yeah, he was close to getting in the end zone if he didn't get tripped up.
So 1st and 10 for the Wildcats from the Bruins, 15-yard line. They're inside the Caldwell Toyota red zone right here. There's the snap, looking to the left side. Lots of pressure. He rolls back out to the right side, and he's going to get wrapped up around the waist as he jumps in the air trying to pass that one out there. And fortunately, for the Bruins anyway, it did not get received in the end zone. He had 2 possible receivers out there.
Yeah, well, that was incomplete pass, but wow, what an athletic play by that quarterback. There was 2 guys bearing down on him, especially Reed Terry there at the end, and wow, he just spun right out of all of it.
And it didn't seem to phase him really at all.
No, it's just a normal move for him, huh?
Berkeley down on the sidelines. Let's go to Berkeley. Courtney Moore. Berkeley, what do you see down there?
Coach Barnhill is talking to the offensive line, and he's very proud of how they're playing so far, but he's still.
Yeah, definitely. I could understand. She said that Coach Barnhill was very proud with how the offensive line is doing. And there's an interception.
Josh Cady.
Here
he goes. He might have it. Come on.
30. He's at the 40.
Cut it back.
He's at the 50. Lots of blocks. He's going to jump over a couple, and he gets pulled down. But there is a flag thrown at the 50-yard line.
Well, usually that's a block in the back.
Yeah. That makes his 3rd interception
so,
of the year.
Yeah. He was leading the state as of a couple weeks ago. I don't know about
well,
anymore.
Well, and, the Bruins didn't play last week.
Yeah, so he could have fell behind.
He could have fallen behind in that stat. Let's go down to the field.
After the change of possession, we have 2 blocks in the back. Blocking the back here will be declined. Blocking the back number 9 against Pulaski Academy will be accepted half the distance to the goal. First down, PA.
Yikes, that's a big one. That's all the way back inside the 5-yard line for us.
Oh, I see the flag back there.
Way down there.
Yeah, that hurts. That one stings a little bit.
Yeah.
But still got the interception.
Yeah, and going back to what she was saying on the sideline is Coach Barnhill was talking to the offensive line. They have played really well, especially you guys missed it on the stream, but the run that Joe had was kind of an outside zone run to the left side right behind Alan Thomason and Max Gorman, and they just blew it wide open for a nice – I mean, Joe was untouched the whole 50 yards. So they're playing really well. It's going to get tested right here inside the 5-yard line. They got to protect Charlie back there. Motioning Charlie out. Joe's by himself now.
There's the snap. Joe takes it directly right up through the middle. He's across the 20, the 25, the 30, the 35, and there is no one who will be able to catch him as he crosses into the red zone and into the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins.
Well, so much for that block in the back, I guess. You give it to your Northwestern running back, and that's what happens.
You cannot let him have an open field, or that's what's going to happen.
Well, a lot of that goes back to the Wildcats love playing man coverage, and they like pressuring. So the thing that happens is when you pressure like that and bring a lot of blitz, it kind of creates one line of a defense to where if that running back gets past that first initial line, the man coverage has all gotten run way off, and there's no one else that's watching Joe.
5 minutes, 18 seconds left, and here's the Bruins. They set up for a 2-point conversion. Pfizer in the shotgun. There's the snap. Quick little shovel pass over to Charlie Barker.
Yeah, there's another penalty flag down, though. Last time the Bruins had some issues lining up on the line of scrimmage. I don't know what this one is.
Holding. 66 of the offense. 10-yard penalty. Retry.
Oh, they're going to retry it.
Yeah. So holding on the offensive line. It's going to be a long try here from the 13-yard line.
Typically in this position, they would send Von Seelig out to at least set up to punt, or kick, excuse me, not punt.
Yeah, it definitely could have been. A lot of teams probably would have chosen to go for the one there.
Lots of pressure on Pfizer. He's still scrambling out to the left side, looking to find someone in the end zone. I think he did.
Charette, John Mark Charette.
Yes, he
wow.
did.
What a play by Charlie Pfizer to keep that one going.
That really took some courage. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah, he had a. I think it was a linebacker that blitzed through and got pressure on him quick, and Charlie just stepped by him and bought time for his receiver to get open.
Wow. Yeah, John Mark was covered up deep. I mean, he had 2 or 3 defenders around him.
Yeah,
and he just kind of threaded the needle with that pass, getting him in between them. Wow. So with 5 minutes, 18 seconds left in the first quarter, the Bruins currently lead 22-0. Let me check our health of the broadcast here. Still looks good. No, it just keeps going back every time I look at it. But as long as you think we're okay, I think we're all right. Everything looks okay on your side? Marginal. Okay. Okay, again, folks, if we lose connection, we will be scrambling to get it back up. So just stay right here. It'll start moving once we get it reconnected. In the meantime, we're just going to drive on as if everything's fine. Right now, Von Seelig has the ball on its belly. Takes a bounce off of one of the Wildcats, but fortunately for them, it goes out of bounds after hitting his leg, so that'll be Wildcats ball at about the 46-yard line.
Yeah, that was one of the copter kicks. They went with the high kicks the first 2 times and got one of them, and then this time they went with the copter. Great bounce off of the defender, but we couldn't recover it before it went out of bounds. I forgot to look if many of these players are going both ways. I'm sure with the number of kids they have on their roster that they definitely have some that are going both ways.
I would imagine that is the case. That's Akil Madison with the snap, and he gets brought down in the backfield by, that's number 13. That's Reed Terry once again.
And Ben Smiley back there as well. Great play there. It was a little play action pass, but Reed got off the offensive lineman and made a good play in the backfield. That's 2 or 3 sacks already. So the Bruin defensive line and linebackers are bringing that pressure. And is that number 7, the quarterback, hobbling
yes.
off?
I have an injury timeout.
Oh, yes, it is.
Yeah. Wow. His ankle.
Don't want to see that.
Rough.
That's Akil Madison, who is their quarterback. So we are going to just take a moment here.
I think they took a timeout, actually.
Did they? Okay.
Yeah.
We're just going to pause here, take a look at some settings, make sure we're doing the best we can. Thank you for joining us tonight on the Struggle Bus. Oh, I mean PA Live. Man, I haven't had this many problems in a couple of years.
Is this my fault? Because, Robinson, we had a few struggles with the camera.
I'm not.
And now I come back, and now we have the internet go out.
This isn't a baseball game. I'm not gonna go with superstitions. This isn't a baseball game. There's the snap. Immediate handoff goes to number 4. He crosses the 40-yard line and is brought down at about the 44-yard line.
I think that was Mason Schick, number 11, that got him by the ankles there, but he still picked up a good chunk of yards there.
Oh, and there's another injury on the field.
Timeout.
Lineman down this time.
Injury.
Grabbing at his knee a little bit.
I think that's his thigh. I'm thinking that's it's not really warm enough for a heat injury, but
I wouldn't think that there was much cramping going on, but you never know. Gives us time to shout out Todd, the trainer, and Dr. Sam Moore down there.
Yeah, that's our athletic trainer. Got a athletic trainer.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. He's our athletic trainer who is down there working with them. Todd Ross. Well, we'll take this moment to thank one of our other sponsors, Central Arkansas Mahindra, can provide you with the latest and best in outdoor power products to make your outdoor living more enjoyable. Combine this wide array of selections with their friendly and knowledgeable staff, and we're convinced they will become your only stop for all of your outdoor power needs. They're happy to help you find the perfect outdoor power equipment, service, or the parts you're looking for. Check out our inventory of Mahindra, Ferris, and Husqvarna equipment. If you need help in making your selection, call or stop in. They are always ready to help. Visit them online at centralarkansasmahindra.com.
Yeah, I think he might have hurt his knee pretty good.
Oh no.
We're gonna try and get him up here.
You have a couple of the officials over here on the sidelines talking to Coach Lucas. All right, good. He's up on his feet. That's always a good sign, at least. Going to get some help off to the sideline.
Yeah.
That's Ernest Harris, who is an 11th grade offensive lineman.
Yeah, so that's at one O-lineman and their quarterback that went out on back-to-back plays. So that's, yeah, he's really struggling to get off, man.
They should just bring out the golf cart.
Yeah.
I think they prefer not to include the paramedics unless they absolutely have to. Because
they do have paramedics on site, but they really don't want to do all that if possible.
But they have a golf cart right there.
Yeah, that would be a good option.
I mean, I'm a busybody, so if I were in the stands, I would have already jumped in it and driven it out there.
Oh, we know. We know.
You know, there's a reason my nose is this large, is because, you know, I can't keep it I can't keep it in my own business. I mean, it's true, right? Thanks, Christina. I love you too. Oh, I hate that for him.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think we may have Tommy Williams that became smart enough. Tommy Williams working the chains and says, there's a golf cart over here.
Right, there he goes. Now,
but does he have the key?
No, doesn't have the key.
Oh, man. I hate that.
Oh, they got a couple of coaches, and they're just going to carry him off now.
Gosh. Yeah, I hope he's going to be all right.
Well, the key to being all right with a knee injury like that first is get off of your knee.
Yeah.
And so getting him over somewhere where he can sit down is the best.
Well, I guess we'll pick it up here at 3rd and 12 for the Wildcats.
4 minutes, 4.5 minutes left in the there's a flag on the play prior to the snap. Couldn't even.
Before the snap, false start on the offense. 5-yard penalty. Remains 3rd down.
I think that one can be chalked up to too much dead time.
This is a weird drive.
Plays.
I'm not going to lie.
Right.
This is a weird drive.
Right. Yeah, I think everybody is equally confused. Playing quarterback at the moment is their 10th grader, Marquez Brentley, number 1. He's in the shotgun. And here comes a flag from the far sideline.
I think we got another false start.
Before the snap, false start on the offense. 5-yard penalty. Remains 3rd down.
Well,
you had one of the receivers that stepped up to the line and then decided to shift.
Yeah, whenever you get a new quarterback in like that, especially a sophomore, I mean, the count's going to be all different. The way he inflects the hut or whatever it is, the go that they're on, it's all different. So this isn't surprising.
There's a big shift on the defensive line just before the snap. That was Robert Brown with the carry. He picks up, looks like about 5 yards. Actually, no, excuse me, that looks more like 6 yards.
Be a long 4th down, so we'll see. They actually went for it on a 4th down earlier from this distance, so they probably will just go for it.
And one of the things that we've noted time and time again, when teams play Pulaski Academy, they will attempt to play PA-style football when they don't typically do that. And that can really bite them because they don't understand the philosophy well enough to execute it the way that they need to.
It is. I mean, do they really expect their sophomore quarterback to be able to pull this one off? Maybe he does.
Oh, let's see. He's going to make the least back to the original line of scrimmage and then plus 4 more. He's stopped, forced out of bounds at about the 50-yard line. And that's where the ball will turn over on downs for the Bruins.
Yeah, so look, we just need a reset here. You know,
Yeah.
turnover on downs to reset us and get everybody back in the right scene.
Right. Well, looking over at our live fan feedback. We have one fan that says, go Bruins. Great 2-point conversion, Charlie, from Anderson, Oliver, and Isaac. Those are his cousins. And, Hatim Samuni asks, where are you working now? We'll get to that here in just a second. Here is Pfizer in the shotgun. 2 receivers on the left, 3 to the right. There's the snap. He airs this one out deep, and it's caught. That is Charlie Barker, who is stopped just 3 yards shy of the end zone.
Yeah, you had Will Hawkins motioning in from the outside to the inside and kind of switched up the routes on him and got the secondary confused. Quickly back into the red zone, threatening again the Bruin offense.
So where are you these days, Blake?
So I'm working at a company called Wired Technologies. We're in Maumelle, and we support a bunch of smaller charter schools and a few other clients with technology needs and support in the whole region.
Well, that shovel pass goes to Charlie Barker, and he punches it into the end zone for another Bruin touchdown. That makes the Bruins' current lead, stretches it out to 28-0 with 2 minutes, 48 seconds left in the first quarter. All right, while they're kicking, it looks like Von Seelig is going to kick this extra point. Let's go down to the sidelines. Berkeley, did you see how that injured player is doing down there?
Marquez Brentley speaks on the play.
Uh-oh.
But looks to be fine now because he is back up and with the players.
Okay, very good. He's back up and standing around with the players, so that's always a good thing.
That's good.
Before the snap, encroachment on the defense. Half the distance to the goal, we'll have a retry.
And the patented offsides play on the field goal try for the Bruins gets them again.
Well, what's interesting is Vaughn's still out there to kick, though.
Yeah.
Normally that's a tactic to, move the offense back in to punch it in for 2.
Yeah, and that's how it starts out as a tactic to get closer. But at this point, when it's 28-0, I think they probably just said, let's go ahead and just kick it, just to keep it simple.
There, it's up, and it's not going to go over the roof. It does get – oh, no, it's not
Good,
stuck. Okay, there it is. Yeah, the kick was good. It looked like it was going to sail right over the what building is that? Is that World Languages building?
Yeah. There's been plenty of balls lost up on that roof there, but a lot of them do roll down, too.
So we have 2 minutes, 48 seconds. Folks, if you're just joining us for the first time, I welcome you. Thanks for joining us. I will tell you we do describe the plays a little bit more than you might see, a little bit more descriptively than you might see on a normal televised broadcast, and that's because we have several visually impaired fans of the Bruins who like to keep up. So we try to describe the play as it unfolds, if we can keep the mouth speaking words. As it unflows, yeah. Anyway, you get the picture. There's Von Seelig. He has the ball with the stitches facing up, a quick helicopter kick, but this one is covered up at the 40-yard line by Marquez Brentley, their acting quarterback.
Yeah, another really, really good kick. It was a really hard kick, and it was one of those copters that was on the ground, and it was rolling around. It hit off one of their players, but luckily, number 1 was there to cover it up.
On the sidelines tonight is Brooks Hall, first grader at Pulaski Academy, who won the opportunity to suit up to be a Bruin tonight. So he is down there with the team. He has some brand new Bruin team gear on, and just having the time of his life as a first grader, getting to get the real game day experience as a Bruin football player. Congratulations to Brooks Hall.
Bruins coming down in some man coverage. A lot of pressure coming.
That was Robert Brown with the carry.
Yeah, it looked like Mason Schick was the first one in there, number 11, from his DN spot.
He was only able to pick up about 1 yard, so it'll be 2nd and 9.
Yeah, again, with that quarterback being out, I mean, their number 4, their running back, has looked good so far. So they will probably continue to rely on that run game and limit their passing attempts, I would imagine.
Sure. There's the snap. Quick handoff again to Robert Brown. He takes it across the 40 and looks like picked up 4 yards. No, excuse me. I was looking at the original line of scrimmage. Looks like he picked up about 2 yards.
Yeah, about 3rd and 6 coming up for him. Maybe, keep it simple. Maybe something like a quick hitch pass or maybe a screen pass for them, maybe.
1 minute, 30 seconds left in the first quarter. It's been a long first quarter.
Yeah, it has.
He has 1 receiver to the left, 2 to the right. There's the snap. He looks to air it out, but he's going to get lots of pressure and brought down in the backfield. That is a tackle for loss.
Yeah, the Bruins defense is built on pressure, and the Watson Chapel offensive line just isn't able to hold up for that long. He took his first look out here at the left side at number 2, and I think he was on a fade route, but didn't pull the trigger for whatever reason, and that pressure was on him fast.
Well, being a sophomore, he might not be comfortable or used to as much pressure as he was under at that moment. So
right.
You know, some senior quarterbacks might be able to still get that pass off with someone, you know, currently wrapping them up at the legs, but that's really tough to do. That's a really high.
Yo. Oh my.
Wow. Was he set to punt that?
Yeah, he was.
Oh,
he
no, the
fumbled.
ball came loose and it's a fumble.
Well, I think they blew a whistle for some reason. Why did they blow a whistle?
Oh.
I'm confused.
I don't see any headsets coming off of the coaches down here. So
the Whitehat's calling it down at the 25.
yeah, I don't understand that one.
I guess maybe they thought his knee was down. Maybe I guess that's all I can think of.
Yeah.
That they called him down.
Yeah. He must have been down at that point back here.
Yeah. So no turnover, but
well,
good
still a turnover
yeah.
on downs.
Yeah, I guess so. So really good field position. As much weirdness as we've had with the stream and the injuries, it's been a really well played game by the Bruins.
Right. 33 seconds left. Christina did check. It's not Halloween, nor is it a full moon tonight. There's the pass from Pfizer. That's to Zach Biagioni. He's across the 15, across the 10, takes 2 hits, and the third one finally brings him down. The Beige breaking it into the Caldwell Toyota red zone.
Yep, he had 2 receivers in front of him blocking. A nice little cutback from Zach.
This is a fun one. I had to come up with a pronunciation guide for Biagioni, and I couldn't figure out that zh sound. How do you spell that exactly?
Yeah.
I spelled it SZH, I think. There's
There
Pfizer, slings it out there to Biagioni, who brings it into the end zone. I'm still waiting for a signal because this one could be questionable. There it is. He's got the touchdown.
Wow.
His toes were not in the end zone, but the football definitely was.
Oh,
and I've seen calls go either way in that position. So I thought, well, I'm not even going to say anything until I see it.
Yeah, they were a little slow on that.
I've seen it several times where high school refs don't even, it's in the end zone, so they don't even give a signal.
Yeah, they'll kind of give up on it a little
Here's
bit.
the kick from Von Seelig. It's up and it's good. The Bruins now lead with 7 seconds left in the first quarter, 36-0.
Yeah, I'll finish my point from earlier, but I mean we've had so much turmoil here in the first. It's been such a long first quarter, but we've had so much action, and I mean the defense has pitched a shutout. They've probably held them to less than 100 yards, I'd imagine, and our offense has scored 36 points, and we've gotten an onside kick. I mean the whole thing's churning, but it just doesn't feel right.
You're right. Yeah, let's go to our live fan feedback. This fan said, "Did you bring the booth? Bad luck from Tennessee. No lights and the other things that happened." Good job, Shannon McDaniel. Good game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. And, of course, they asked, will we have the mercy rule after halftime? Well, at this point,
it looks that way.
It looks that way.
We will wait and see. It doesn't get invoked until after halftime.
Of course, Christine is telling us we just jinxed it. I don't believe in that. That's a baseball thing. We're playing football tonight.
Yeah, so just for the fans, technically, if the Wildcats were to come back and be less than 35 points at halftime, there would not be a mercy rule at
Right.
that point. So it's still in question, but obviously the Bruins are playing well.
So for those unfamiliar, as Von Seelig has the football teed up traditionally, he's going to kick this one almost, I wouldn't say that's deep. Oh, my goodness.
Fly ball there.
Why did he not keep it?
It went out of bounds, though. He couldn't get a
Oh,
hold
no.
of it.
He just couldn't get a hold of it and stepped out before he could grab it. Yeah, Coach Lucas was not happy about that one. So for those who are not familiar, the sportsmanship rule, also commonly known as the mercy rule in Arkansas, simply means that once you have more than 35-point lead in the second half of the game, the clock only stops for very few things. Touchdowns, timeouts, injury timeouts, official timeouts. What am I missing here? Anything?
That's the main one.
That's-
Scoring
Change
and
of
change
quarter,
of quarters
yeah.
and injuries is really what
But
stops
it won't stop for incomplete passes, or if you
Yeah.
run the ball out of bounds, it just rolls on.
Yeah.
That's all that means.
We won't get ahead of ourselves, though.
No,
we still
no,
got
no.
a whole second quarter of
No,
fun,
I
don't
always.
we?
The thing is, I always get that question.
I
You know,
know.
so every time you mention the sportsmanship rule,
Yeah, what is it?
somebody
Yeah,
will ask
yeah.
again, well, what does that mean?
And it's different in each state. So
That's true.
sometimes when we go out of state, I think we were playing in a game in California. I don't think California had a mercy rule
Right.
at that time at all.
Texas
So-
didn't last when we went down, when
Yeah,
we
so
went down there
it's,
last time.
it's different by state association.
Of course, we will be, speaking of Texas, we'll be in Texas next week, heading to Dallas to play Liberty Christian, and excited that my guest color commentator next week from Dallas will be Coach Kevin Kelly.
Yeah, that should be awesome. That'll be cool to have him in the booth with you.
Be
for that
interesting.
one. Yeah, analyzing his former team after
Right,
the last 20 years.
right.
Yeah, I know he's watched a few of the streams though. I think
Oh,
he's
yeah.
gotten to keep up.
Yeah,
and, I'm
yeah.
sure
I
he,
see
he
him.
probably is
I
watching.
see him
tonight,
writing
too.
in on the live fan feedback, or sometimes he'll just text me directly and say, "Hey, this is what I'm seeing from here."
Yeah,
I love that.
That'll be cool.
Coach, if you're out there, looking forward to it next week. Let's take a short break. We'll be right back with more Bruin football in just a moment.
Stick around. We'll be back in just a moment.
This Friday Night Spotlight is brought to you by Caldwell Toyota. Pulaski Academy would like you to join us in recognizing our core value student of the week, Robert Bennett. Robert uses the core values to shape his everyday life. He demonstrates his responsibility in leading Amnesty International and the cross-country team. His integrity and respect are some of the reasons he was selected for the Honor Council. All of these work together to help him strive for excellence in all aspects of his life. Congratulations to our Core Value Student of the Week, Robert Bennett. Our Core Value Student of the Week is brought to you by Caldwell Toyota. Just another way Caldwell cares.
Welcome back to the Ron Jones RE/MAX Affiliates Realty Studio. Let's get back to the show.
Welcome back. What you just missed by a second was the Wildcats trying to make a pass, and it's intercepted by Ben Smiley, who brought it up to the 2-yard line.
Yeah, great play and ran it all the way back to the 2.
Just incredible.
Well, the avalanche keeps falling for the Bruins here.
Looks like Hyman is set up. Can't tell who's going to take this snap. No, it is Pfizer that takes this one. He rolls out to the left side looking for a receiver. He should just tuck and run at this point.
Did he run it short?
I think he ran it out of bounds.
Yeah, that was a weird play.
Well, it's good to see Joe out there. He took a hit earlier, and I'm not too sure. Let me go down. Let's go to our sideline reporter, Berkeley, Courtney Moore. Berkeley, how is Joe doing right now?
Update on Joe. He just gave the trainers a thumbs up.
Okay, very good. I saw that he took a lick, so I was unsure if he was injured or not, but he seems to be okay.
Good to go.
Good to go. He has 2 receivers on the right, 2 to the left. Quick handoff.
Hawkins on the sweep.
He doesn't get in.
No.
makes it. I think he lost 2 yards on that one, so it's 3rd down and 4 yards to go for the Bruins. 11 minutes, 25 seconds and counting left in the second quarter. Bruins leading 36-0.
Five wide. It's really spreading the field out.
There's the snap to Pfizer. He looks to the left side. Looks. Lots of room, and that pass is complete.
Looks like Jalen McKinney on the
That
crossing
is Jalen
route.
McKinney.
Yeah.
You're right.
Plenty of time. Offensive line did a great job. I think it was only a 3-man rush, but it's good.
Oh, I was trying to tell Nathaniel, I just really loved that shot they had from the sideline. That was just a nice shot there. Looked up at the Jumbotron here at Joe B. Hatcher Stadium, and it was a nice shot from the end zone. And that point after attempt is good, and the Bruins now lead 43-0 with 11 minutes, 2 seconds left in the first half. Stick around for halftime tonight. We have back-to-back entertainment. You have the mini cheer clinic participants, then the cheer team, I think, will come after that. Then we have the Bruin Brigade will come out and play, and the Wildcats band will come out and play.
Wow.
So I think for halftime, we're just going to sit back and shut up.
All right,
which
nice.
is probably the most popular thing we could do during halftime. Oh, let's see. Way to go, Joe. This comes in from Joe Hyman's Uncle Kirk. He says, way to go, Joe Hyman and the Bruins. He's over in Dallas. Looking forward to seeing us next week when you guys come to Texas. I'll come by the booth to say hello. Will you do that, Kirk?
Yeah, the Hyman crew is going to be all in Texas.
Go Reed Terry, your fan club watching from Grayton Beach.
Oh, wow. Fancy.
Here's Von Seelig, has the ball teed up traditionally.
Yeah, they did a little pooch kick last time. They'll probably do something similar.
This one, again, doesn't quite go as far, and it is caught. And that receiver, I think he tripped over his – just kind of got tripped up there. That was received by number 6, Torrin Jackson.
Yeah, he caught it, though. That's better than last time.
Sure.
I let it go. I don't know if he knew that was a live ball last time or not, but those kickoffs are still live even if they're a pooch kick like that.
First and 10, Wildcats.
Kirk Crum wants to say, great to hear you on the broadcast, Blake.
Nice.
He's watching from McKinney, Texas.
Yeah, that's Lauren Thurman's husband.
Very good.
Kirk Crum. Shout out to Allison Miller. Alice has been at cross-country meets just dominating. She's been I think she's in 7th grade and going up against 9th and 10th graders and still finishing 4th or 5th place. It's amazing.
There's the snap. That is Rocky Foster with the carry.
Yeah, I didn't see it was a tackle. Was that Hunt Harrison on the tackle, maybe?
I wouldn't argue with that since he's been just on it.
Yeah, we've called his
all
name
night.
a bunch of times already.
And, of course, as usual, Grandma Katie is watching from Kansas City. Love to watch the Bruins play. This is such a great team.
I mean, every time we play a game, Josh is getting an interception, so they have a lot to watch, the
They
Katie
absolutely
family.
do. There's another snap. This one hands off to Robert Brown once again. He makes his way to the left side of the
what a
field
run.
and pushes his way up across the 20-yard line. It'll be a gain of about 4 yards for the Wildcats.
That was a hard 4 yards though.
Yeah.
The Bruins were in the backfield and he shook off 2 or 3 or maybe even 4 tacklers to get that 4 yards. So great run.
10 minutes, 7 seconds left in the first half. Bruins lead 43-0 over the Watson Chapel Wildcats.
Again, the Bruins are probably, obviously you could say put some of your subs in now, but the Bruins need some time to build the starters' confidence back
That's right.
as well. So, I mean, it's obviously out of hand, but it's still in the second quarter, so they're still going to give their starters some time and then probably get all the rest of the guys in after halftime.
So that'll bring up, looks like Lamar Walker picked up another 2 yards. So that'll put it at 4th down. And it looks like 4 yards to go. maybe 3. I can't tell from the single.
Lining up to go for it again. Well, they're going to call a timeout to find a different play.
Timeout. Watson Chapel. That's their first of the half.
Loving the camera on field. Great close-ups. Go Reed Terry. Looking good tonight. And go Bruins. That's from Reed Terry's grandparents. They always watch us from right here in Little Rock. That's Nina and Mikey.
Yeah, Reed's played really well. The whole defensive line's played really well. The Bruin defense has just been suffocating, and I mean, obviously with the shutout, they're playing well, but also just sound defense. You know, keeping contained well. Obviously, their running back and quarterback are really, really athletic and shifty, and our defense has missed a few tackles here and there, which I'm sure the defensive coaches aren't going to be happy about. But you got to appreciate the pursuit and. Pursuit makes up for all kinds of stuff. If
yes.
you can miss a tackle if there's 5 more coming right behind them to finish off the play, but if it's just one that's there and misses the tackle, it's going to be a bad play.
Well, the Bruin cross-country team participated in the Bison Cross Country Invitational, which is a 2-mile run, and of those, Alice Crum placed 5th out of 259 with a personal best of 13 minutes and 7 seconds, and we had many other Bruins in the cross-country team who were out there racing with reckless abandon, as they say.
Yeah. Yeah, so Lauren Thurman was one of the people that I worked with in the tech department, and Josh Spilliards also is there too. So shout out to them. I haven't seen them in a while. I talk to them on the phone every once in a while, but I don't get to see them in person as much as I used to.
The Bruins pick up another Holloman and Associates first down.
Yeah, was that the turnover on downs there?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yes, it was. Bruins now moving from our left to right. From our right to left. Get
You
it right.
see Kenny Jordan in there at running back, the backup running back, trying to give Joe probably a little break.
He has twin receivers on either end. There's the snap to Pfizer. He rolls out the right side. He throws it deep into the end zone, and it's caught. Touchdown, Bruins.
Charlie Barker, once again.
Goodness. But hang on. There is a flag. There's a PI roofing penalty flag there at about
we'll
the 35.
have personal foul. Roughing the passer, number 51 of the defense. The score counts.
There we go. Nice. That'll probably be put onto the kickoff, I think. They'll move it over to that.
I would have expected him to say that, though.
Yeah.
I was waiting. I was like, so that's it? The score counts and that's it?
He left us with just a touchdown.
Oh. And Blake, this is kind of why I like having the window here in the press box at home games.
Yeah.
So that people at
Christina has a barrier.
Yeah, there's a barrier. People
barrier.
can't hear what she's saying. We can only hear.
Snap. Encroachment on the receivers.
Maybe that needs to be kind of a paid version of YouTube.
Right.
You get the inside.
You get the insider view.
Inside audio.
You get to hear what she says in our headset.
People would pay for that.
I imagine they would. Let's see if we can get a count on the live fan feedback. Who would pay a little extra to hear Christina's
$5 a month, you get all the audio, all the sideline audio and press box audio you want.
So that's up and good. The Bruins now lead this one 50-0 with 8:38 left in the first half. Let's go back. I had some other great news about Bruin athletics. The Bruin golf team, get this, won their conference tournament.
The roughing the passer penalty will be assessed on the ensuing kickoff.
There we go.
He got to us eventually. He didn't forget about
us. Let's see. Anna Kate Nichols and Grant Greathouse were medalists in the golf Bruin team's win at the conference tournament. The team will participate in the state tournament next week. So congratulations to the Bruin golf team. Put it in the right order. It matters.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Let's see. Also, we had the National Merit Scholarship Program, which honors individual students who show exceptional academic ability and potential for success in rigorous studies. And I want to give a big congratulations to the class of 2022 seniors for being National Merit semifinalists. That's Noah Becker, Rocky Lowenthal, and our very own director, Nathaniel Bird. Congratulations to the three of you. Over 16,000 semifinalists nationwide are recognized at the highest scoring entrance in each state and represent less than 1% of each state's high school seniors. Congratulations, Nathaniel.
Yeah, that's awesome to have three of those three nominees in the same school.
That was Robert Brown with the carry, and he's stopped by Patton Wicker. Looks like he was stopped. I'm trying to see where they placed that. Yeah, 32-yard line. 8 minutes, 28 seconds left in the first half.
Yeah, you know, as a coach, after a bye week like that, like we've had, and that much time off to where you're back to practicing against yourself for 2 solid weeks.
Yeah.
You wish you had more of a fight and a more of a, you know, hard game here, but obviously the Bruins are executing, and that's how the score turns out. But
quick shovel pass goes again to Robert Brown. He brings it. I don't even think he made it back to the original line of scrimmage, did he?
That was a great play by Joseph Osment coming from the inside out to cut it off. I think Ben Smiley had the contain and then pushed it right back into Joseph Osment.
Looks like he did make it to the original line of scrimmage, so it's 2nd and 10.
Again, you'll see our Bruin defense is focused heavily on containing the quarterback and containing the running back. So when they're trying to toss it out like that real wide and get around the defense, the Bruin defense is taught to, with all costs, to keep him inside of the defense.
Marquez Brentley, quarterback right now, has lots of pressure, but he was successful in getting that pass off to Lamar Walker and at least making some positive movement for the Wildcats on that one.
Yeah, I think that was Bo Miller and Davis Hossel there in the secondary that brought him down for a short minimal gain, 3 yards, brings up a long 3rd down. Davis obviously made the transition from quarterback. He was a quarterback in 9th and 10th grade, and now he's a junior, and he moved to safety and has actually gotten some really good playing time. So I'm really proud of Davis. It's hard to make that switch and leave a position that you played for so long and agree to take upon a new set of skills, which I'm really proud of him for.
Here's Marquez Brentley from under center.
Oh, did he pick that? No.
I think he got in the way of it, but didn't
yeah, he knocked it down, but wow, that would have been an amazing pick by Josh.
That's the thing, you know, if you're playing pass defense the way that you should, and, you know, you should be always in that area where you're going to put yourself in a position for an interception, even if you just get to bat it away.
Yeah, and the way the Bruins play with that high pressure, high blitzing defense, the secondary knows that they don't have to cover for long, but they do know after that probably 1 to 2 second range that ball is going to be coming out at a high angle oftentimes.
Here's 4th and 7. They're going to punt this one away, and the Bruins run off the field. It's funny to watch the teams that we play against when that happens, because a lot of times they're very confused. So that is going to be down by Daniel Nelson at the Bruins' 18-yard line. 6 minutes, 28 seconds left in the first half. The Bruins lead 50-0.
And we probably mentioned it before on the stream, but just for the fans out there that may be first-time PA watchers, is the reason that the team runs off after a punt like that is that if the ball just gets downed by the other team, the Bruins automatically get the ball after the punt. But if we were to sit back there and maybe muff the punt or fumble it later, then we wouldn't have gotten that ball. So it's when the team's punting, they're just giving you a 100% chance that you get the ball back as long as you just run off the field. So that's the thinking there.
Okay, that makes sense.
Kenny Jordan.
So Kenny Jordan brings it up to the, looks like he's going to down that at the 45-yard line. That is a Holloman and Associates first down.
Yeah, there was a play that looked like a Coach Thrash new special right there. He had Lyman pulling to the right, And Kenny got the ball going to the left initially, but then cut back to follow his lineman to the right. That was a really creative play.
They have Kel Busby out there as quarterback now. He has 3 receivers on the left side, 2 to the right. He's in the shotgun. 5:36 on the clock. There's the snap. He's looking to the left side. Some pressure, and a flag comes out, and there was a face mask right there. The very first thing that he got was a hand in his face.
Yeah, I think there was some holding too, so it might offset if they got the face mask too.
You know, as those two were coming at him, the very first thing that I saw was his head rock back.
Yeah.
You know, that's got to be tough. You know, at one point you want to put your hands out there so they can't see the receiver, but at the same time.
There's multiple fouls on the play. Personal foul, face mask on the defense. Holding on the offense. Those penalties offset. We'll replay one.
I like the way he
yeah, this
puts
white
some
hat's got some swag to him.
Does.
I like it.
He does. We're going to do it again. and if I don't like it, guess what? We're going to do it one more time. All right.
So, yeah, as we mentioned earlier, Kel Busby, the backup quarterback here, is in for the Bruins to get some time.
Looks like the old IJK formation here.
Yeah.
Busby, quick handoff over to, that's almost a shovel pass to Zach Biagioni, and he is brought down quickly. It looks like I'm not sure if they'll even count that as a 1-yard gain. It kind of looked like it would have been to me,
but yeah, all the starting receivers still in, starting line still in. So this is just a change at quarterback for the Bruins, just to give Kel some experience.
Kel has 4 receivers lined up on the left side. He has 1 on the right. Spread all the way across the field. There's the snap. Quick pass goes out to Jalen McKinney. He makes his way up to the 40-yard line and is tripped up around the ankles by Mecky Brown.
Yeah, Jalen's been covered all night with double coverage. They've usually had a man on him and then a safety over the top. So Jalen hadn't had the biggest night yet of yardage and catches. That's gone to Charette and Biagioni and Barker, but he's still getting some yardage here. Bruins slowing down the pace as well, with the score being what it is.
Busby now in the shotgun again. He has 2 receivers on either end of the field. This time he gives the handoff to his tailback. That's Kenny Jordan. He makes his way up to the 30-yard line. He was stopped by KJ Ferguson. I want to say happy birthday to my father-in-law, Tony Swindle. He's, I don't know, probably his second 40th birthday. I don't know. I'm just kidding. Happy birthday, Tony. There's the snap to Busby. He's looking to the right side, passes out there, and it's caught. That's John Mark Charette.
Yep, nice quick hitch route.
And that will be a Holloman and Associates first down inside the Caldwell Toyota red zone. Let's see how many sponsors I can roll into one play.
That was smooth.
I'm just happy there's not a PI roofing penalty flag.
Ah, you're really stretching it now. What else you got? Which studio are we in again?
Well, of course, we're in the Ron Jones Remax Affiliates Realty Studio. Glad you asked. Coming up is the Ackles Carpet One halftime show.
Nice.
Busby has 3 receivers spread out on the left side, 1 to the right. There's the handoff to Kenny Jordan. He runs up the right side. He's across the 5, and he's in the end zone for a Bruin touchdown.
Nice and easy, untouched. Beautiful job by the offensive line there. You had, I think that was Alex Marabi pulling, and then Alan Thomason got ahead of him as well. So great blocking up front.
Looking over at the live fan feedback, all is quiet on the western front.
Yeah, some of the other linemen there. Shannon McDaniel was at right tackle blocking down. I think Charlie Fisher was there at right guard blocking down, and Trev at center. Trev Duke at center blocking down.
Whoa. Somebody coming through the ceiling. So after that one, the Bruins now lead with 2:35 left in the first half. Bruins lead 57-0. Taking a look around the state real quick. Looks like looking at other 5A scores. Maumelle is playing at Little Rock Christian tonight. Little Rock Christian Warriors leading that one in the second quarter, 16-3. Beebe is hosting Junction City. Beebe leading that one, 28-12. Greene County Tech is currently shutting out Forest City in Forest City, 21-0 in the second quarter.
Yeah, I know a big game in 7A that was really highly touted this week was that Bryant and Fort Smith Northside game. Looks like it's 21-14 Bryant right now, but that's two real top 5 7A teams that are battling it out in Fort Smith tonight.
Here's Von Seelig. He has the ball again, teed up in a traditional manner. He's going to kick this one deep. It's going sailing right through the end zone for a touchback. Just to say, yeah, I can if I want to.
Yeah, well, I know Vaughn's trying to get some college scholarships, and so I was talking to him a few weeks ago, and he's like, I just don't get a ton of opportunities to show that I can kick it in the end zone, but a game like this, you should get plenty of opportunities to kick it deep.
Absolutely.
Get that on film for the coaches.
Hey, college coaches.
Yeah.
If you're not looking right here, you're looking at the wrong place.
I think I saw he took a visit to Arkansas a week or two ago.
There you go. He could be the next Zach Hawker, right?
That would be awesome. That would be awesome.
.235 and counting on the clock. Bruins lead 57-0. Coming up short on the Ackles Carpet One halftime show. As I said earlier, we'll have lots of entertainment, including the bands from both schools. I couldn't see who is that with the carry.
Number 4 again, Brown.
Robert Brown.
Yeah. I think that was Joseph Osmond there in the middle linebacker spot. A couple other new faces out there on the defense for the Bruins. 41 Josh Holloman and 42 Preston Spann are out there. So a couple sub defensive players getting some time to show what they can do.
That is still Marquez Brentley, their 10th grader quarterback. He's going to keep this one. Looks like he's running the left side of the field, and he is forced out of bounds quickly by Romello Bell.
Yep, great job of contain. Like we said, the play started going to the Bruins' left side, and then the quarterback cut it back, but great patient play by Romello to keep the ball inside and just shoved him right out of bounds.
See Drew Johnston on the sidelines tonight.
Yeah, I saw a few of the older guys down there. I think Wilson Miller's down there.
Yeah.
And I see Dylan Allison.
Oh, I did not see. Oh, there's Dylan.
And who else is there? Caleb Nichols, I see. Trey Adams. There's a bunch of guys down there. It's awesome to see those guys come back, and even when they're away from college and they're back here.
Marquez Brentley looking to the sidelines. He has 4 seconds on the play clock. I'm not sure if he's looking at it.
Yeah.
1 second, 0. Oh, it looks like they're just letting it. Yeah, they're taking their last
timeout.
Yeah.
Watson Chapel. That's their second of the half.
Oh, second.
We'll be right back with more Bruin football in just a moment.
Stick around. We'll be back in just a moment.
Senior Natalia Keza is our Bowen Heffley Orthopedic Student Athlete of the Week. Natalia is known for her calm, confident demeanor. She is determined, hardworking, clear-headed, both on the basketball court and in the academic classroom. Please join us in congratulating Natalia Keza, the Bowen Heffley Orthopedic Student Athlete of the Week.
Welcome back to the Ron Jones RE/MAX Affiliates Realty Studio. Let's get back to the show.
Well, welcome back. The Watson Chapel Wildcats have the ball on the Bruins, on their own 24-yard line. Third down, 6 yards to go. There's the snap. Quick handoff to Robert Brown. He makes his way across the 25, across the 30, and is stopped at about the 32-yard line. He's stopped by Preston Spann.
Clock's still ticking down to 20 seconds, so they got to move fast if they're going to try and get any points.
Yep, they moved the chain, got the first down, but clock still moved.
Yeah, I think the clock should have stopped there on the first down, but probably won't matter much.
There's the snap. Quick handoff again to Robert Brown. It's the same play as before. He makes his way across the 35 and is forced out of bounds at about the 38 yard line.
Yeah, I think that was Mason Schick, number 11 again, pushing him out.
There's 1 second left in this half. Bruins lead 57-0. So I think it's safe at this point to say we will have the sportsmanship rule in effect in the second half. Stick around for the Ackles Carpet One halftime show. We will have the mini cheer clinic participants out on the field. Then I think we'll see our cheerleaders perform, and we'll have the bands from both schools out there as well. And that's it for the first half. We're just going to keep it right here and set things up for our halftime entertainment.
Leisman, Lindley Pierce, Julian Taylor, Harlow Young, Adlin Martino, Anna Rico, and Addison Stewart. The third graders include Lena O'Mara, Olivia Dudley, Katie Grace Gunter, Avery Short, Avery Blake, Elena Ferrant, Emily Kirkland, Charlotte Boyd, Josephine Edens, Sabrina Pondwa, Damla Uger, and Allie Young. And the fourth graders include Corrine Edwards, Phoebe Elmore, Avery Mascogni, Sophia Manning, Aviana Moffitt, Rosemary Taylor, Stella White, Hadley Hayes, Sophia Redmond, Haley Richards, Pearson Vandiver, Mila Shabanay, and Tamara Davis. Let's give a big warm round of applause for these young ladies. Let's hear it for our future Spirit Squad members. Excellent job, girls. Parents, please meet your daughters in the end zone by Bruiser the Bear. Thank you for your assistance. Ladies and gentlemen, for your halftime entertainment this season, the Bruin Brigade will be performing music from your favorite James Bond films. Tonight, the band will open its performance with the Wings hit from 1973 film Live and Let Die, featuring solos by senior mellophonist Justin Halpin and senior trumpeter Rocky Lowenthal. Let's hear it for the Bruin Brigade. The band will close its performance with the familiar and popular James Bond theme, arranged by Victor Lopez, featuring a solo by Sid Yu on the drum set. The Bruin Brigade is under the direction of Mr. Lane Martins and is conducted on the field by junior drum major Anna Kamencik. Ladies and gentlemen, the Bruin Brigade. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a warm welcome to the Watson Chapel Wildcat Band.
This Friday night spotlight is brought to you by Caldwell Toyota. Pulaski Academy would like you to join us in recognizing our core value student of the week, Robert Bennett. Robert uses the core values to shape his everyday life. He demonstrates his responsibility in leading Amnesty International and the cross-country team. His integrity and respect are some of the reasons he was selected for the Honor Council. All of these work together to help him strive for excellence in all aspects of his life. Congratulations to our Core Value Student of the Week, Robert Bennett. Our Core Value Student of the Week is brought to you by Caldwell Toyota. Just another way Caldwell cares. Senior Natalia Keza is our Bowen Heffley Orthopedic Student Athlete of the Week. Natalia is known for her
focus and finish, and just make sure to watch for any cheap shots because this has happened before to us. You know, guys taking cheap shots when you're up, but we're just going to come out and try to milk the clock, and I'm just going to tell them guys to stay focused and don't lose that focus, but also be professional. Yeah.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
Bye.
All right. Thank you, Berkeley Courtney Moore, our sideline reporter. And thank you, Coach Lucas, for that. Bruins are set up once again. They're going to receive the ball here in the second half. They're ready to receive it. The Wildcats having their last huddle before taking the field. The Bruins have Jalen McKinney and looks like Kenny Jordan, yes,
Yep.
in the backfield to receive this one.
Maybe setting up an onside here for the Wildcats.
Based on the way that the Bruins shift, I think they feel the same way. This one is set up where he's using the tee, but he has the end of the football on the turf. That's Navarian Kai who is set up to kick this one. Got one more man running out there onto the field. And here's the kick. It is an onside kick. That one is going to be fielded and stopped by Davis Hossel right there at the 32-yard line in Bruin territory.
You know, on that onside hands team up front, you see a lot of baseball players up there. I saw Kel Busby and
Right.
Davis and, you know, a lot of those baseball players up there.
So this is our first Holloman and Associates first down of the second half. Is that Kel Busby still out there?
I think they went to mostly starters again. I think that's Charlie and
Oh,
Kenny.
you're right.
Kenny's still in for Joe, but the rest are starters.
See, that's Kenny stepping up to the line. Nope, he can't make up his mind. They
Couple shifts there.
They have twins stacked on the right side of the field. Really milking that clock, like the coach said. 5 seconds on the play clock. Now he has three receivers on the left side. Pass immediately goes out there to Jalen McKinney. He cuts his way across the 30 and is brought down at about the 41-yard line. It'll be second and two.
And there's a huge wholesale change of subs there. So this is all the subs for the Bruins coming in. Everybody getting a chance to play.
See if I can run down the offensive line. Here we've got on right guard, you have Rhett Bruffett. I'll try and include him as I can. Again, milking that clock for everything they have. 9 seconds on the play clock. There's the snap to Busby. Quick shovel pass to Kenny Jordan, and he is off to the races. There's a flag that comes in, thrown in at about the 35-yard line is where it fell. Was that offensive holding?
It didn't look like it. They shouldn't call it on the lineman. Maybe one of the receivers that I wasn't looking at.
At the back, number 1.
Okay.
Offense.
Yeah.
10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Still be first down.
So even after they assess the 10-yard penalty, they'll still have the
Yeah, it'll still be
first
a first down. Yeah, so that was Corey Park there at left tackle that got out front, and Lane Kelly at left guard, and Will Scrivanos at center.
Scrivanos.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
that's
Yeah,
all right.
I've always joked around with him about that.
Oh.
I'm never able to say it right. And I think Alex Marabi at right guard is the last one. So we
Twin stacked, pulled in tight on both sides of the field. Busby letting that play clock just tick off.
Yeah.
11 seconds on the play clock. Here's Kenny Jordan in the backfield on his left side. There's the snap. Quick little pitch goes to Andrew Pfizer. He runs to the right side. He's across the 40, the 35, and is brought down, forced out of bounds. That was number 10 that brought him down, Perea Little.
Yep, good misdirection play from the Bruins. Got Pfizer a lot of room. That's actually Charlie Pfizer's younger brother, Andrew, as a receiver.
Yeah, he's quick. He's real quick. So we realize that the internet connection is not optimal, and there's nothing we can do about it right now. We're just going to keep going. And it will buffer for you at home, and I apologize for that. Just keep watching. If you want to put it on pause for a few minutes and come back to us in a moment. But in the meantime, that one is a quick pass out there to Andrew Pfizer on the left side, and he ran right up the left side of the field, finally being stopped at the 4-yard line. That's another Holloman and Associates first down inside the Caldwell Toyota red zone. He's stopped this time by Kenny Hollins of the Wildcats.
Yeah, nice quick bubble pass there to Pfizer, Andrew Pfizer, that is. And just nice, easy plays to get the second string offense going.
Those guys brothers?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, Charlie and Andrew. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I didn't want to assume, but I'm sorry. I was listening to somebody else in my headset when he said it 5 seconds ago. Worried about the internet connection. There's Kenny Jordan. He's going to make his way into the end zone, I think. Let's see.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Well, he didn't hit the pylon, even though I was like, well, where's he going with that? I wasn't sure if he made it in there. So good job, Kenny Jordan.
Play. Rhett Bruffett out in front, leading the way at right tackle. Beautiful block.
Anyway, like I said, I realize that we have some internet issues. If you want to hit pause at home, run and grab you something to drink, maybe some ice cream or something, make some popcorn. Take your time, come back, hit play. It should be, you should be behind us well enough that you'll be able to catch the rest of the game without any buffers. But in the meantime, this is what we have for tonight, and I apologize for it. I'm going to look into it this week and see what we can do about it.
The point-after kick is good, making the score Bruins 64, Wildcats 0.
The hardest thing about all this, of course, is that, we set up internet connections and we test it out, and then it doesn't get used for 2 or 3 or 4 weeks at a time.
Yeah.
And then you get up here and try to use it, and it's, oh, my goodness, what is going on with this?
Yeah, because really the broadcast is the only thing that's using this internet connection
right.
ever.
Yeah, it's a dedicated line. Yeah. We actually have 2 separate dedicated internet sources, and neither one of them are working great. One of them doesn't have an internet connection at all. So
we won't name the internet company.
I will if it happens again. Here's the really funny part. It's 2 different companies.
Oh, wow. Oh, okay. They must have changed that since I've been here.
Oh, yeah. I'll be talking to several folks. So who was joining us over here?
That was Scott Bozier. He's actually a friend of mine, and he works over at Bale Chevrolet with my brother and Hunter Bale.
Very cool.
So
all right.
he's new in town. He's down in Texas, and he just moved here a few months ago. So he wanted to see some exciting football.
Well, there you go.
Which he found.
Yeah, no doubt. Here's Von Seelick. He's also playing the clock.
Oh, I forgot the clock. I don't think it's supposed to go on this, but whatever.
There's the kick. A nice deep one again.
He's got the end zone
sailing
again.
Into the end zone.
Von Seelick's kick goes in the end zone for the touchback. That will place the ball at the 20-yard line. First and 10, Wildcats.
I've got on my iPad here that Bryant and Northside game. It's in the third quarter, and it's 21-17. Bryant's leading again. That's a big 7A matchup. Probably one of the biggest games of the weekend. So Bryant's still looking strong, but again, I mean, Bryant's used to blowing people out by 50 points, and Northside's keeping it a really close game. So that's probably a good one to keep an eye on.
You know, I think he was joking, but at the same time, it's not a bad question. Hatim asked, did we pay the bill? And it's possible with that device upstairs that we use with the antenna and everything for away games, mostly is what we use that for. But it's possible that somebody looked at that and said, well, there's no data usage on this in the past month. Apparently nobody's using it, so just turn it off. It's very possible that happened.
There's a lot of things that it could be, yes.
Yeah,
and so
weirder things
a lot of
happen
questions
at
to
sea.
be answered this week, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to try and get some folks on the phone tomorrow. We'll see. All right, there's this quick snap. Looks that one. That is Robert Brown once again with the carry. Gained a yard on that. Nope, 2 yards.
Yeah, I think that was Tully Gilden, number 27, that got in there on the tackle. So we got a lot of younger players out there for the defense now.
He's a baseball player, isn't he?
Yep, baseball player. And really, really strong. He was great in junior high last year. He played receiver and corner, and just a really tough kid all around.
Little Rock Christian currently leading.
Maumelle,
was it? What did you say it was?
16 to 10.
16 to 10.
So that's a close game.
In the third quarter.
Yeah, Maumelle's got a really talented squad as well, as always, and so I think
we'll be playing there at Maumelle this season.
Yep.
That's going to be a good one too.
I think that's the next 2 games after the Texas game. I think we do go Maumelle and Little Rock Christian back to back, or maybe Little Rock Christian Maumelle. I can't remember the.
Yeah, I know Little Rock Christian's coming here, and we're going to Maumelle.
Yeah, so that'll be a big game.
Maumelle has a fantastic facility.
Oh, it's amazing.
Love that. Yeah. Love that press box for sure.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, when we come back from Dallas, we'll be playing at Whitehall. You've got it in front of you. That's the funny part. You've got the schedule right there. There's, once again, Robert Brown with the carry, and he is across the 50-yard line. Somebody is getting dragged. Who is that?
I think that was Jet Smith down there. Got his ankles.
Number 20. Yeah, it is Jet Smith. He was literally getting dragged about 5 yards before he finally fell down.
Hey, that's the only way to bring down those big guys is grab the ankles.
Right. Jet weighs, he's 5'9" and weighs 150 pounds. They don't have weights on the Watson Chapel roster. But
that guy was probably at least 180 plus.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. There's the snap. Another quick handoff. That one this time goes to Rocky Foster. No gain on the play. No. Is this – if this is where they place it, yeah it will be. Yeah, he got 2 yards.
Yeah.
So it'll be 2nd and 8.
Yeah, definitely a big pileup from the Bruins, but I think I saw number 41, Josh Holloman, and Miles Ward at linebacker that got in there. Adam Barron was down at the bottom of the pile at D-line. Bunch of guys flying to the football. You see Watson Chapel kind of change their offense a little bit into some power T game.
Yeah, a little bit more of that smash mouth football.
Yeah, and that's probably just a fact of they lost their quarterback.
Yeah.
They just want to kind of get out of this game. They're going to try to run the ball.
No.
Maybe another lineman
We
down.
don't need another injury.
Timeout for injury.
All right, while we let them attend to him, we'll take a short break, and we'll be right back with more football.
Stick around. We'll be back in just a moment.
This Friday Night Spotlight is brought to you by Caldwell Toyota. Pulaski Academy would like you to join us in recognizing our core value student of the week, Robert Bennett. Robert uses the core values to shape his everyday life. He demonstrates his responsibility in leading Amnesty International and the cross-country team. His integrity and respect are some of the reasons he was selected for the Honor Council. All of these work together to help him strive for excellence in all aspects of his life. Congratulations to our Core Value Student of the Week, Robert Bennett. Our Core Value Student of the Week is brought to you by Caldwell Toyota. Just another way Caldwell cares. Senior Natalia Keza is our Bowen Heffley Orthopedic Student Athlete of the Week. Natalia is known for her calm, confident demeanor. She is determined, hardworking, clear-headed, both on the basketball court and in the academic classroom. Please join us in congratulating Natalia Keza, the Bowen Heffley Orthopedic Student Athlete of the Week.
Welcome back to the Ron Jones RE/MAX Affiliates Realty Studio. Let's get back to the show.
You know, I'm feeling kind of hurt here. They didn't ask us if we wanted a barbecue sandwich. I'd take one.
I think we may have some.
Somebody might have heard us. I'm not sure. Came in here asking if anybody wanted a barbecue sandwich. I'll take it.
I think I saw Mr. Robkin out there cooking that barbecue.
He was out there, had the smoker rolling in the.
I've had his barbecue before. It's really good.
Yeah,
and he was out here all day smoking it.
We bought tons of it from him. That was Chris Urquhart, 11th grade offensive lineman, who's being helped off the field. I hope he's okay.
Another lineman down for the Wildcats.
That is just tough.
And like we were saying at the beginning of the broadcast, they don't have a lot of players on the roster like they used to. And so, I mean,
they
maybe 30-ish players,
and
they've already lost 3 of them. So they're
What
really
have you got here? What are you watching here?
Oh, this was that Bryant and Northside game.
Okay.
It's going.
Good to go. Quick handoff to Robert Brown. He runs to the left side of the field and takes out one member of the chain gang over there. Yeah.
Yeah, it looked like Jet Smith at corner kept the contain there, and John Stephen Goodwin as well was chasing from behind. So good play by those guys on the edge. Again, what you want to see out of these young guys as a coach is like they're not going to play perfect. They're young, most of them are sophomores, maybe some juniors out there, but you just want them to play hard and fast and look like they know what they need to do. They know what their technique was, whether they were supposed to keep contained, whether they're supposed to blitz in this gap, and do their job. They may get blown off the ball by the older guys, but play hard and do your job.
He's brought down at the 32-yard line, 2nd and 8. Preston Spann on the tackle.
Yep, so handoff goes to number 4 again. Robert Brown. Tackled by Davis Hossel, number 18. I think that was number 88, Parker Richardson.
That is the end of the third quarter.
And as you can hear, that was the end of the third quarter. Score 64 to the Bruins and 0 for the visitors. Again, this is it's been a really fast quarter. I think there's only been one drive for the Bruins, and this is the first drive for them. So it's gone really fast, other than that injury that we had earlier. But
sure.
The sportsmanship rule definitely kicks the game up into high gear.
Let's take a look over here. It says, looking at some of the other scores from around. I had one fan write in that said, looking forward to the 8th. Who are we playing on the 8th? Is that Maumelle?
Whitehall.
Whitehall.
Bulldogs.
Okay. There we go. That would make sense because they put #GoDogs.
Oh, we got a Whitehall fan watching us. Uh-oh. Yeah, that game's at home right after. So that's from 2 weeks from now, right?
That one's at home?
Yeah, Whitehall at home, it says.
At Whitehall is what it's supposed to be.
We have a mistype.
Yeah. Well, I know the guy who made that sheet.
I'm going to have to talk to him.
He doesn't pay a whole lot of attention to detail sometimes, so I'm not too surprised if it's wrong. No. Whitehall's at Whitehall. Or no. Yeah, Watson Chapel here. We're at Whitehall.
Gotcha.
And Popeye, just so you know, we probably will be doing that one from the stands.
Please reset the game clock to 12 minutes.
From like we did last time we were there when it was real cold. We'll probably do that again because their press box is really tiny.
Yeah.
We got room for about 2 people.
Hopefully it won't be too bad.
If you're sitting like this.
October 8th, maybe we're not too cold, hopefully. But
yeah, I doubt it'll be too bad. Yeah, we'll do it from the visitor side that night. There's the snap.
Uh-oh, ball's out. I think they jumped on it, though. I think it was number 5 that fell on it, Lamar Walker. Didn't see who the handoff was. It was the up back, but I didn't see his number.
Need to mention our friends at Caldwell Toyota. They're passionate about helping drivers find the vehicle that's right for them for the most affordable prices possible. That's why they carry such a large selection of new Toyota models, because whether you're looking for something sporty, efficient, versatile, family-friendly, rugged, or all of the above, they're confident they have a new Toyota model to meet all your needs and then some. Visit them online at caldwelltoyota.com. Marquez Brentley receives that one, and he throws it out there, and it's complete, and the Bruins shutout is canceled. That one just got aired out, completed that pass to Daniel Nelson, and the Wildcats get on the scoreboard tonight.
Yep, long, deep fade route. We kind of expected that from them the whole time, but the
yeah.
quarterback kept holding the ball and would get sacked, but they finally let one loose, and that's what happens.
It's like I said, they had their starting quarterback, who is definitely one to contend with. He had an injury early in the game, and so now you've got a 10th grader out there who, he might not be used to this level of pressure right now.
Yeah.
And he just, I think that might have played into it a little bit. It got into his head, but it seems like he's getting used to it now.
Looks like number 24 carried that 2-pointer.
So now the Bruins lead is shortened by 8 points. The Bruins lead 64-8 over Watson Chapel. Of course, we were going over the schedule earlier this season. Christina said, "Oh, okay, yeah, good. Watson Chapel's coming to PA. That means we don't have to put up with that cannon." And I laughed for a second, and I just said, "No, babe, that's Whitehall
cannon.
It has the cannon, and we're going to Whitehall."
Oh, yeah.
I love that thing.
Yeah, it is pretty cool, honestly, but the first time of the night, it'll take you away.
I love it.
It'll take you back.
I love the sound. I love the smell.
Yeah.
I love everything about it. And I'm a red leg, which those who aren't familiar, that's just a slang term, or maybe it's just a historical term for those who are artillerymen.
Gotcha.
And
so you're kind of used to that.
That was my first job in the
smell.
Army. Yeah, I was field artillery meteorologist.
Oh, interesting.
Right.
Yeah.
I always had a fascination with weather, and I thought, well, if I'm going to join the Army, this is my way I can do that.
I obviously knew you were in the Army. I had no idea that was your job title.
That was my first one. I had 4.
Hey.
I was a field artillery meteorologist. Then I was a field artillery forward observer, which means you sit out in front of everybody and
see what it's like.
see where the artillery impacts.
Oh,
call it back and tell them.
Free kick out of bounds on the kicking team. Pulaski Academy elects to take the ball at the 35-yard line. First down, PA.
And then my last 2 jobs, I did public affairs. I was a print journalist and then a broadcast journalist.
Gotcha. Yeah, okay. I knew you as a journalist more. I didn't know about the artillery side.
Yep.
That's cool.
Yep. Had a radio show down in Cuba for a while, and at Guantanamo Bay, and then had one story on the Pentagon Channel. It's kind of cool.
Well, so that clock continues to run, beginning of the fourth quarter, kind of.
Yeah, 8 minutes, 10 seconds left in this game. Bruins lead 64-8. And here is Kel Busby in the shotgun. He has 2 receivers on the left side, 2 to the right. And in the backfield on his right side is Kenny Jordan. He's letting the play clock count down. It's at 10 seconds now. Looks like he's waiting for it to hit 5 before he calls for the ball. Quick handoff to Kenny Jordan. He's across the 35. Across the 40 and makes his way up to about the 49-yard line. That'll be 2nd and 1 yard to go for the Bruins.
Yeah, and realistically, this will probably be the Bruins' last offensive drive with 7:30 left and the clock running out like it is.
Yeah.
So, you want to finish strong, get these younger guys in here and get some solid plays in, and get everybody out of there healthy.
I think it's safe to say you'll see a lot of running plays here on this one.
Yeah,
just to keep that clock moving. There's the, oh, no. That's a live ball, man. You got to drop on it.
No, it's an incomplete
Is it
pass.
not? Oh,
actually.
okay. I
Yeah,
didn't see
yeah.
it.
So
I thought it was behind the line of scrimmage.
well, so it can be behind the line of scrimmage, but the ball goes forward. It's a forward pass.
Didn't know that.
A fumble actually has to occur backwards, like for the ball has to go backwards.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So it's if it's
as long
lateral,
as the ball goes
where did this
forward,
come from?
that was Eric.
What?
Eric brought us sandwiches.
That's awesome. I just
Sneaky
looked.
sandwiches.
I looked down and there's a sandwich in front of me. Thank you.
Yeah.
Sorry, I got totally sidetracked there. Football, food. Whoa.
Barbecue.
Right. Busby has twins on either end of the field. Trying to see. That's Will Hawkins he had in the backfield. Pass is out there. It's complete. I think he wants that one back. I thought he was hurt. No, he might be. He's just a little.
Yeah, that was Cole Kingsborough on the catch. Nice little quick out route, but yeah,
he got tweaked. He tweaked his ankle a little bit. Yeah,
or something,
but he's staying out there.
Yeah, he looks fine. You also might notice that big cast on the right guard of PA. That's actually Alex Marabi, and he had broken his hand at the beginning of the summer, or into the summer. And so he's been out for a really long time, but I know he's really eager to get back, and I'm excited that he gets to play this game.
There's the snap to Busby. Quick pitch goes to Will Hawkins. He's across the 50-yard line and brought down. Wow, that's a lot of he was stopped there by Kevon White and with enthusiasm. I guess that's how I want to say it.
And if this was the NFL, he probably would have gotten flagged for a taunting call on that, but we'll move on.
He's just happy to get in there. Second down, 7 yards to go, approaching the 5-minute mark.
You know, as an offensive lineman in a time like this, oftentimes you wish you wouldn't get to the line so fast and have to sit in your stance for another 15, 20 seconds.
Sure.
You kind of just want to hang out a little bit until you can get down and go.
Twins stacked on either side after the snap. He pitches that one across the field to Michael Gramsch, and there's a flag on the play.
Personal foul, grasping the face mask.
It's a 3-yard gain on that one, so it's second down, 7 yards to go. Christian Rose again on Busby's left side. Same exact formation. 2 receivers on either end of the field.
Letting that clock run down.
Christian Rose again with the carry. He's going to pick up about 5 yards before getting forced out of bounds. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Berkeley Courtney Moore. Berkeley, what are the fans thinking about this game so far tonight?
What a great game for the Bruins. We are seeing a couple of fans leave because of the game was such a blowout. And it was a great night for Friday night football as the weather was perfect. A couple of games ago, the heat was causing players to cramp up, but not this night. The fans are ecstatic that the Bruins are winning after a loss last weekend. But we all are so very proud of these football players and can't wait for next game.
All right. Thank you very much, Berkeley Courtney Moore. That one once again goes to Christian Rose. Just knocking on the door there.
Oh, yeah, he's getting close.
Approaching the 1-minute mark.
Working the clock.
They might milk this one so that there's not another play. You said this might be their last drive, and it most certainly will be. This might be the last drive of the game the way they're doing it.
I was thinking Watson Chapel would get the ball back again in those 8 minutes, but we've taken all 8 minutes away. So
he's got 44 seconds and counting. Play clock's at 6. There's the snap to Busby. He takes a knee. And that will be the final play of this game. The Bruins win this one 64-8 and move on to next week.
That's the conclusion of the ball game.
Let's take a look at this real quick. Yeah, next week we will be at Liberty Christian in Dallas, Texas. we haven't played them before, so that'll be an interesting game. What do you know anything about that team?
I don't. I do know their head coach is Jason Witten, the former tight end of the Cowboys. So that's kind of an interesting aspect to that game. But I imagine they're pretty good. Again, in Texas, their leagues are broken up by private and public schools. So that private school will play only other private schools in that state. So again, I don't know any of the other teams that they've played so far. I probably should have looked up their schedule. But I'm sure they're probably pretty good, and any Texas team has got a lot of talent and pretty good coaching. So it should be a really, really exciting game next week.
No doubt. And as I mentioned earlier, my guest color commentator for next week's game will be our own Coach Kevin Kelly, coming from Presbyterian College. He'll be joining us for the night. It'll be fun to have him in the booth to see his take on how the Bruins play. So that'll be really fun to see that. Going back for just a quick moment to our live fan feedback. Go Bruins, I'm rooting for you. That's from Caden to Romello Bell. That's his little cousin. And one quick score update is with 2 minutes 45 seconds, Maumelle has the ball on their own 12, 16-10. Little Rock Christian still leading that one.
Oh, wow. Maumelle's got the ball.
Yeah.
Chance to take the lead, maybe.
So very, very good. So we've got a lot of great football going on around the state tonight.